Hi guys, man, it's back again with another video. Please, before we go any further, please subscribe. I know I did say I'll be trying. I will be trying to be a little bit more consistent. I started being consistent, and I got a booking where I had to travel, so it was a little difficult for me to shoot when I was there. So just said, okay, I'll come back and shoot again. And so my boy Sean, the one I traveled with actually to go shoot this hotel in Pumalanga, gifted me this camera. He was like, "Oh, I got this camera when we were helping somebody move, and I really don't know what to do with it because it takes like a weird type of memory card, and yeah, it's just a lot of hassle." And I love all the camera. I always tell people buy secondhand, you save yourself a ton of money. So I have the Canon 400D. So I'll just do a little bit of a comparison in terms of the camera per se, because there's not much to talk about for this camera. It's a 10 megapixel camera. Your iPhone takes better photo or has more megapixel than this camera. That's fact. So I'm on the DP review page here because I really don't want to go through so much memorizing and talking about this camera. So in some other country, it's called a Rebel XTi. I think that's in the USA. Yeah, the Rebel XTi, and the Rebel series is one camera that's really sold a lot of units, and it still pretty much sells a lot of units. And I think even the new Canon R50V is sort of a model, or the R50. All of the things that have two or three digits in terms of a Canon. I think they have the R100. All of those things like R50, R70, they generally like Rebel based. So in other country they called Rebel. The 800D is like a Rebel. I think the Rebel 7 or something like that. The XC2i, XT7 or something like that. So the naming is a little different in a lot of countries, in other different countries. So yeah, that's just something that happens. So the camera itself doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's just a camera. It takes photos it takes photos in RAW or in JPEG. 10 megapixel, as I said, which is not a lot per se, but just the flexibility of having RAW and a mount where you can change lenses, that just makes it better than anything else. And I like that the battery, not the battery, sorry, the memory card is on the side, which is something I hate a lot with other camera where they put the memory card at down here below. It takes a weird battery. This type. What is the type? It takes a what's the name of these batteries again? It's a Canon E16 battery. Oh no, the Canon MB2LH battery. Very tiny. How many milliamp hour it is? 720 milliamp hour. Very small battery. I guess the battery life probably is not the best, but I'm not planning to use this camera as a main camera. Obviously, this is more going to be like a backup camera. I have my Canon 800D in terms of Canon per se, like the EOS mount. If I'm going to do, let's say, a shoot only, probably gonna use those two camera, and this one will probably be a backup. I have my 800D like my main camera, and this one as a backup, and I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, I think having that combo, because 10 megapixel, and I've been losing so much space on my hard drive. I think I have over 16 terabytes of hard drive that it's full, and I'm trying to reduce file sizes. Is 10 megapixel going to be enough? I really don't know yet. I have to do one or two photo shoots just to see if the file size are holding up enough. And I don't do a lot of cropping in my photos because I shoot generally in the frame that I want to, which I think will help me a lot. So that's something that's definitely going to consider. But let's just talk a little bit about this camera per se. So it has 9 autofocus points. I don't know, for those who have shot with like the older cameras, they know those 9 autofocus points. So you recompose, you hold and recompose, you hold and recompose. That's, I think, is the best way to learn photography nowadays. With the cameras that we have eye autofocus and all those bells and whistle. That just makes it a little bit easier. It has an histogram, which I've never actually been able to put on the screen. So if anybody knows in the comments below how to put the histogram on the screen so that it shows, please tell me, because I've been struggling to find where to get the histogram. On the side here you have some ports. I'm using basically this one to transfer photos to my camera, to my computer, because as I said, it uses the CF card, and this one you need a special memory card reader, which I don't have and which I'm not going to buy, because this is just an adapter that I bought from China, and it allows me to put like a micro SD card in it. There you see a micro SD card, and I can put it there. I think it's the best and the most savvy way to use this camera, because this memory card can be super expensive because they're very old. They don't make them a lot anymore. SanDisk still makes them because there's still a camera that takes them, but they're very fast. That's true. But no, yikes! I'm not buying this a lot of this memory card. I would like have an adapter and use different small micro SD card, which is really really good. So what else are they saying here? I'm actually on DP review where I'm trying to read his. So you can have like a cleaning system, anti-static coating on sensor surface, plus anti-dust material in the camera body. So 9-point autofocus, as I say, continue shooting burst up to 27 JPEG per second, and 10 raw images. You have a single large bright LCD, 2.5 inch LCD, which is very small, with 160 degree viewing angle, camera setting and adjustable on LCD monitor, obviously. You have a proximity sensor. So the proximity sensor is this thing here on the side, on top here, which actually switches off the LCD screen when you put your face close to it, which is something that I don't see a lot anymore, and I don't know why camera manufacturer don't do that anymore. Maybe it costs money, and I know camera manufacturer will stop. I will go miles on ways just to make sure that the cost of a camera is as low as possible. But anyway, so this camera came out like in 2006. That's a long time, to be honest. Like 2006. I can't believe that I'm still able to check that. December 2006. Yes, that's actually when this article was published. So I was kind of comparing it to the XT1, which is not fair. It's called an XT series. Actually, it's also XT something camera, but this camera is just miles better than this one. And I haven't tested it properly, to be honest. I haven't even taken, I think, over 10 photos with this camera, so I can't say much about it. But for the few photos that I've taken and I've put on Photoshop Camera Raw, oh my God, the colors, it's just beautiful. It doesn't even feel like the CMOS sensor. I don't know what Canon used to do with these older cameras. The color feel very filmic and very pastel-y, and they don't do that anymore. I do not know for what reason. But all these older camera had better color. I think they just chasing now neutrality, sharpness, and things that really, for professionals, I think for artists, the defects are probably some of the best thing. The softness on this is just, it's not too soft that it's unbearable to look at, just artistically soft. And the colors are just really good. I can't really demonstrate it right now because I don't have a lot of sample photos, but the few one that I have, I will just post and you guys will be able to see. I think I'll shoot on JPEG and RAW on this camera, or just try to shoot on JPEG and just embrace the defects and embrace anything that can go wrong with the camera itself. I know the autofocus is good, the lenses that I use are good. I have a red ring lens here. I have a 24 to 70. I borrowed that camera. I don't have it in hand right now. I will try to compare it to the 800D. If you guys want to see that, please let me know. I can also try to compare it to the XT1. Could be like a cheat code, because the XT1 is just going to obliterate this camera, to be honest. It's just going to obliterate. I'm just looking at my SD card holder. Oh, so right there, because I need to shoot thumbnails as well. So yeah, I mean, that would be a nice video to look at, to check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to put content out there, as you guys seen, trying my best. Yeah, so that's it. I got a new camera, which is not that new. It's a Canon 400D. It's a very beautiful camera for me. It's very small in my hands, as you can see. Got big hands. I've seen a lot of people getting it with the battery grip. I don't think I'll get it with the battery grip. I have a battery grip on my XT2, get super heavy. I think I'll keep it as it is. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.